Good evening everyone. Welcome to another session of cost accounting. Today we are going to solve example number 16 of our textbook, page number 246. In the yesterday's example we have discussed apportionment of overheads into various departments as per step ladder method, right? Today also we are going to make out the example like the same method. So let us read the example first. In a factory, there are 3 production departments A, B and C and 2 service departments M and N. The details of the expenses during March 2010 is as under. Indirect wages, insurance, canteen expense, lighting, rent and rates, contribution to ESI, depreciation, power, factory manager's salary. Right? So all these are the indirect expenses, or we can say overheads. Other informations are given for 5 departments. So A, B and C, these 3 are production departments, and M and N, both of these are service departments. Alright, so light points: direct wages, cost of machine, horsepower of machine. See, horsepower of machine will only be in production department, so 462 only in production department. In service department there are dash. Space occupied in square feet, proportion of time devoted by factory manager, number of workers, service department M benefit, service department N benefit. These two suggest the distribution of the expense of service department to production department, right? So we can say expenses of department M is distributed among A, B, C and N in the ratio 20%, 30%, 40% and 10%, right? And service department N benefit. So N ના જે expense છે એ A, B અને C ત્રણમાં જ જશે ખાલી production department માં, right? So this is the basis or the distribution of your service department overheads to your production department. એનો ratio તમને directly આપી દીધેલો છે. લાસ્ટ એક્ઝામ્પલમાં શું કીધું હતું? પહેલા કાં તો એક ફર્સ્ટ ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટનું ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન હતું ડાયરેક્ટ વેજીસના પ્રપોર્શનમાં, અને સેકન્ડ ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટનું ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન હતું તમને આપેલું હતું પર્સન્ટેજમાં. As you can see girls, this example is asked in multiple universities multiple times, so this can be considered as the important example. Whatever examples we are doing in this chapter, all the examples are equally important, so you are supposed to practice all these examples again and again to get a good grip over the chapter, right? So moving ahead with solution. So firstly what we need to do, we need to calculate ratio of all these items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, right? And then we can prepare our statement showing apportionment of overheads. So I have calculated the ratio of all those things. Light points 65432, direct wages are 27,000, 24,000, 17,400, 7,200 and 2,400. તો આમાં બીજો એક બી રેશિયો કામ નથી કરતો, ફ્રેક્શનમાં આવે છે એટલે આપણે આમ જ લઈએ 270, 240, 174, 72 and 24. Next is cost of machine 72,000, 48, 36, 1200, 1200. તો આનો રેશિયો લીધો છે 60, 40, 30, 1, 1. All these would be divided by 1200. Then horsepower of machine 462. Then space occupied, so space occupied is 1200, 800, 1000, 600, 400. So we need to divide all of them by 2. So we get the ratio 6:4:5:3:2. Then time devoted by factory manager, એને બી આપણે 2 સાથે ડિવાઇડ કરીએ છીએ, so ratio is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and number of workers no ratio 5, 6, 4, 3, 2. Alright, so likewise firstly we need to take out the ratio of all these things. Remember one thing very well, ક્યાંય ને ક્યાંય તમને ડાયરેક્ટ વેજીસ આપેલું હોય કે ડાયરેક્ટ લેબર આપેલું હોય એને સ્પેશિયલ ટિક માર્ક કરી લેવાનું, સ્પેશિયલી ઇન ક્વેશ્ચન ઓર ક્વેશ્ચન પેપર, રાઈટ? સો દેટ આપણે છેલ્લે એડ કરવાનું છે ઓવરહેડ્સમાં, તો એ ભૂલાઈ ન જાય એટલા માટે. ઓલરાઈટ, નાઉ આઈ હેવ statement showing apportionment of overheads with me. I have calculated that for you. All right. So just have a look at it first, and then we'll move forward with the apportionment. See, statement showing apportionment of overheads between production and service departments. Particular, basis, ratio, total. This 4 column would be always there in any of the examples. Then as per the departments given in the question, we need to draw these columns. So in this example, there are 3 production departments A, B and C, and 2 service departments M and N. So the next column would be according to the information given in the example, right? So moving ahead with first expense given, ઇનડાયરેક્ટ વેજીસથી સ્ટાર્ટ કરીને ફેક્ટરી મેનેજર સેલરી સુધી આપણે બધી ઇન્ફોર્મેશન લઈ લેવાની છે. સો પર્ટિક્યુલર્સની કોલમ અને ટોટલની કોલમ બંને ક્વેશ્ચનમાં આપેલી જ હશે. સો લાઇકવાઇઝ વી નીડ ટુ રાઇટ ધેટ ડાઉન. દેન firstly we need to decide the base and then the ratio of the same that we have calculated in previous table. So indirect wages will be distributed in the proportion to the direct wages, right? So this 7,800 will be divided among all these departments in the proportion of the direct wages, that is 270 is to 240 is to 174 is to 70 is to 24, right? So this 78,000 will be divided in that ratio in all this department. હવે amount ને ratio માં કેવી રીતે distribute કરવી એ તમને બધાને આવડે છે, right? તો એ આપણે અત્યારે calculation જોતા નથી. Next, insurance. So always remember depreciation, insurance and repair. 3 of the expenses will be distributed as per the cost or value of the assets, right? So ratio is 60-40-30-1-1. So this 19,800 will be distributed among these departments in this ratio. So 9,000, 6,000, 4,000, 500, 150 and 150. Next, canteen. So canteen expenses will be apportioned as per the number of workers. So number of workers ratio is 56432. So this 36,000 will be distributed in the ratio 56432. Alright. Next, lighting. So lighting, firstly on the basis of light points. If number of light points are not given, then on the basis of space occupied. But here light points are given, so we are going to distribute the same on the basis of light points. Alright. Next, rent. So rent formula, rent would be distributed as per the space occupied. જેટલી સ્પેસ વધારે છે, જેટલો એરિયા ઓક્યુપાઈડ વધારે છે, એટલું રેન્ટનું પ્રપોર્શન છે વધી જશે. So 64532. So 30,000 will be distributed as 9,000, 6,000, 7,500, 4,500 and 3,000. Next, contribution to ESI. So that will be distributed as per direct wages, right? As we have discussed in our labor chapter, net wages payable. So ratio is 270 is to 240 is to 174 is to 72 is to 24, right? Next is depreciation. So depreciation will be distributed as per the cost of the product, right? Cost of the asset. So this 99,000 will be divided in 60-40-30-1-1 ratio, right? So indirect wages, insurance, canteen, lighting, rent, contribution to ESI and depreciation. Next is power. So power will be distributed as per horsepower of the machine. So see, horsepower of the machine which is in the table, it is only given for production department because machine will only be there in production department. So this power will be distributed only in production department, not in service department, right? Likewise, factory manager's salary next. So that will be distributed among the department as per the time devoted by him. So 54321. So this 1,08,000 will be divided in the ratio 54321. 36, 28, 800, 21, 600, 14, 400 and 7,200, right? Next is total wages, direct wages. See, whenever direct wages or direct labor or direct materials are given, the service department's direct wages and direct material will be treated as overheads, right? So that would only be written in service department, not in production department. So here you can write down given. Alright, I have written the same with black pen so that you can remember the same, right? આ ખાસ યાદ રાખશો. સર્વિસ ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટના ડાયરેક્ટ વેજીસ કે ડાયરેક્ટ મટીરિયલને ઇનડાયરેક્ટ ઓવરહેડ જ કહેવાય, કેમ કે એ ક્યારે તમે ઇન્કર કરો છો પ્રોડક્ટનું પ્રોડક્શન થઈ ગયા પછી, રાઈટ? નોટ ડ્યુરિંગ ધ પ્રોડક્શન, નોટ બિફોર ધ પ્રોડક્શન, right? So direct wages and direct expenses or direct material of service departments are treated as indirect expense, and therefore that has to be included in this table, right? So now total of all the items starting from indirect wages up to direct wages or factory manager salary for A, B and C. So the total is 1,33,650, 1,15,200, 77,310, 35,280 and 18,660. Right? Now most important part, that is distribution. So now the expenses or overheads of service department will be distributed among A, B, C and M, right? So N benefit is given in the ratio 20%, 30%, 40% and 10%, right? So that would be distributed in 2, 3, 4, 1. So right now we are talking about M. So 35,280 will be distributed, right? So let us make the calculation. Total 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 1, 10. So I will be doing one thing, 35,280 divided by 10. Keep this in memory. So 3528. Now this 3528 into 2. So 7056. Then MRC press કરો એટલે પાછું એ જ આવી જશે into 3. 10584. તમે કોઈ બી મેથડ થી કરી શકો છો, કોઈ બી મેનર થી કરી શકો છો. ચોઇસ ઇઝ યોર્સ. ડિરેક્ટ કરી શકો. 35,280 into 4 by 10 તો બી એ જ આવે. 35,280 into 4 divided by 10. So 14,112, right? And last 35,280 into 1 divided by 10. So 3528, right? So here this will be nil, right? Next 77,310 plus 14112, 914,224. C D નું લઈ લઈએ. 18660 plus 3528. So 22188. Next 1,15,200 plus 10584. So 125,784, right? And next last 133,650 plus 7056. So 140,706, right? So this will be the total overheads for A, B, C and N department. Now next, time for distributing or apportioning department N. So now distribution of overheads of service department N in ratio is given. 3:4:3. So 3:4:3. So now here this will be negative 22188. Now અહીંયા તો નીલ જ આવશે. So 22188 will be distributed in 3:4:3. So 6656, here also 6656, and here 22188 into 4/10. So 8874 લઈ લઈએ, 75. all right. Finally, what will be the answer? Here this is nil, here this is also nil. 91422 plus 6656. So 98078. 98078. 125 784 plus 8875. So 134659. 140706 plus 6656. So that is 147,362. Let us recheck this. Alright, so this is the distribution. Repeating this from total overheads. So up to here we have got the total overheads for all the departments A, B, C, M and N. Right. Next is distribution of overheads of department M in the given ratio 2:3:4:1. So this 35280 will be distributed in all these departments in that ratio. So this here, here, here and here. No need to draw such arrow in the exams. This is just for your understanding that we have distributed this in that ratio. Now we need to add this. Why we need to add this? Because expenses of A was 133,650. Now M's expenses will also be converted here. That is also diverted here. Though, so expenses will be added, right? Increased. So like this. So now by adding all this we get 140,706, 125,784, 91,422, 0 and 22,188. Now turn for department N. Now expenses of department N will only be distributed to the service to the production department A, B and C, because here it is already nil. So 1, 2 and 3 only. So this is called step ladder method, because અહીંયા nil થઈ ગયું, પછી અહીંયા nil થઈ ગયું, right? So અહીંયા એક step, અહીંયા બીજો step. Therefore it is called step ladder method or non reciprocal. અહીંયા repeat નથી થતું. M માંથી distribution થઈ ગયું, પછી M માં પાછા કોઈના expense આવતા નથી. એટલા માટે meaning છે એનો non reciprocal method or step ladder method, right? So I am just changing the focus of the camera so that you can see the full calculation. See, you can have the screenshot if you wish. Alright, the first passage describes calculation of ratio Then we have started with the drawing of the statement and putting the items in the same. There are 5 departments. A, B and C are production departments and M and N are service department. Started with indirect wages up to depreciation. Next page, this. Alright, you can also have the screenshot if you wish. Now you can take it. Now it is clear. Okay. So this is the calculation of example. We'll solve the next example in the next session. Till then, just keep writing this in your book. Thank you all.